And normally I could kill these two guys, which I guess I'll kill this guy. Parrying isn't that difficult in these games. It's harder in the Souls games. But they made getting backstabs harder in this game. I did not want to go this way. Which direction did I want to go? Ah, this way. There are two shortcuts here. Why? I don't know. But it's useless. We need to pick up an NPC before we proceed further, so I'm gonna go do that now. Pretty important NPC. But I don't want any of these dogs escaping their cages, so they must die. They must die. Don't feel bad about killing helpless animals in Souls games, because they would kill you. She's an NPC. But she's kind of mean. Horses. I know not the meaning of this word. No, I'm not going to help you. But, if you so choose to help her, you can send her to either Yusefka's clinic or the area that we're about to go to. I can't send her anywhere right now, so she's just a jerk. But she'll give you items. Okay, so you come up this way and we'll talk to the very important NPC, Eileen the Crow. Looking quite dapper. Except Eileen's a girl, so you don't really use the word dapper to call a girl fashionable. One of the most famous NPCs from the game. She's the one that says Hunter. Prepare yourself for the worst. There are no humans left. They're all flesh-hungry beasts now. Give me the gesture, woman. Yes, 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 yes. Give me the thing. What are you still doing here, lingering about? Alright, so there's an item right here that I want. And there's an item right here that I want. And then there's also this one, which isn't as important. It's a weapon, but I can get the weapon later. But what I really want is this item. So if you sneak off the edge here, you'll land ever so safely. Avoid him. And kill the rats. Alright. So the other item landed over there. It's a weapon. Very similar to the one that I'm using. I will pick it up at a later date. In fact, I can buy it since I got the Saw Hunter badge. And what I've just picked up now is called Madman's Knowledge. And I will use it. And what it does is it gives me 1 insight, which is what you can see up in the top corner. Up in the top corner, the 6,121, that's my souls, or my blood echoes, aka money. And then the insight is like, it works like money, but not the same way. And the reason that I used it is because now I can talk to the doll in the dream. And she will let me upgrade my character so that I do more damage. And will not likely die. Alright, he fell down, so that's pretty good. Which buys me time. I don't know if I'm picking up every single item. But I know I'm picking up all of the most important items. Okay. Yeah, this guy followed me up here. Some more blood vials. I want him to drop a shard. And we can go in here and explore. I don't really think there's anything in here of real utility, so I'm not gonna explore. There's nothing in here. And you can actually, like, step up and around this thing. I don't know if you knew that. But now you know. Alright, I do need to drop down on this ledge. There. And now I will go up this ladder. And I kind of really just did a big circle here. What will my build be? I think I'll probably go for like one of everything, so that you can see just how every item, or not every item, but how every weapon works. But I probably will specialize and use only a few weapons. More insight. Let me see. Can you actually sneak up on this guy, or does he turn around too fast? No. Yeah, some weapons you can get a double backstab on, like is what I just did there. Okay, let's talk to the girl. Are you a hunter? Then please, will you look for my mum? Are these people really British? Because this has more like Central European vibes. Find girl's mother. My mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. Could I actually be British? Or is my accent bad? I know my accent's bad. I can barely do an American accent. Daddy's favorite songs, he forgets us when we play it for him. Blah, blah, blah. So basically what she gave me here was a tool that I can use in a boss fight that comes up. Specifically her dad. Her dad is a boss fight in this game. Still dead from earlier. Okay, so I believe I've cleared out everything I want to do. So we are going to go back to the dream. Home base, if you will. Why did you have so much health? We're going to go back to the dream and level up our character and our weapon. It's amazing just how much of this game I can recall by playing it. So now you can see the doll is active. She is now sentient. And now we have an item. The Beckoning Bell and the Silencing Bell. It allows you to cooperate with your fellow hunters. And the Old Hunter Bell for NPC co-oping. Which isn't real co-oping, but you get what I mean. So now we can fortify our weapon. We can level up the saw cleaver a couple times. I think twice. Yeah, just twice. And we're not going to level up the gun. And then we can repair. Weapon durability in this game is pretty good. We can buy stuff at this messenger for insight. So this is what I meant earlier when I said insight acts as money. You can buy stuff. I'm not going to buy anything right now. But now I'm going to cash in. So all of these items that I'm using, these cold bloods, they give you souls. AKA more money. And now I have 11,000 souls. Yes, yes, yes. We don't need to listen to you. This character allows you to level up. So we're going to channel our blood echoes, which means we can level up stats. And so now I'm going to explain this part. So each of these stats here, I can level them up accordingly. And you can see what kind of status effects they have in the middle. So basically how this works is that vitality is your health bar. So you get more HP if you level this up. Endurance is your stamina bar. How many times can you press R1? Strength allows you to use more strength weapons. So these are slow weapons that do a lot of damage. And then skill determines whether or not you can use skill weapons, which are the faster weapons that don't do as much damage, but they have more DPS. And then you have Blood Tinge and Arcane. So Blood Tinge determines how much damage your gun does, so to speak. And then Arcane determines whether or not you can use the spells, which come into play later. These stats do other things too, but those are the main things that they focus on. So how many levels do I get? I get 8 levels. So I think what I'll do... what do I want to do? Let's focus on vitality for the moment. I don't know why. It's just I always do it this way. I just get as much health as I want. And now we're ready to fight bosses. So the first boss is actually on the bridge with the 2 werewolves. And head out to the other end of the bridge. At least I think this is a bridge. And we are ready for the first boss. One of the most iconic bosses. I don't know why he's not attacking. Transform attacks will do more damage, more or less. And you'll get more staggers. Ooh. Ow. Why did it take me so long to stand up? God dang, dude. What he's doing there is he's staggering him, or not staggering, but healing himself. Or not healing, he's repairing his limbs. Because these big bosses, you cannot parry them, but you can break their limbs, and so you can get more damage that way. But we got a +2 saw cleaver, so we're doing some good damage. And now we have the Sword Hunter badge, which allows us to buy more stuff. We can buy Kirk Hammer and Repeating Pistol, which I think I will buy. This next boss is pretty tough for a first level, for a first boss that you come to. Come on, drop the ball. Get wrecked. Alright, let's kill this boss. You need the well, you don't need the tiny music box, but it'll make the boss a little bit easier. So let's get this cutscene going. Papa G, Papa Guacamole. The big man. Beasts all over the shop. This was one of the hardest bosses in all of Souls, especially for the first boss. Because he is so aggressive. And he's also got like 3 phases. He's also got one of the best OSTs. I don't know if you can hear it. Ow.
What's that smell?
Come on, I want to parry. So second phase basically means he tricks his axe.
It's enough to make a man sick.
And as you can see, I'm not really using the music box. I'll use it here. And as you can see, what it does is it basically stuns them, and you can get a backstab on them. And I think you can use it only a finite amount of times. And then he turns into Mr. Hyde, which you can use once when he's in this phase. Get a backstab, maybe. And the fight is over. Pretty good boss fight. Come up around the corner and you can pick up the red jeweled brooch, which is a quest line item that you can give to the little girl. I'm not going to use it in this run though. I'm not going to do the quest line. You can do it on your own time. The reason I'm not going to do the quest line is because I can choose to use this brooch to get a gem. And I want to use the gem. You're not missing much when you don't do the quest line. And so now begins like the real part of Bloodborne. So in this chest, you definitely want to pick this item up. It's the Blood Gem Workshop tool. It lets you put blood gems on your weapon. Blood gems basically mean that, okay, they're items that you pick up in the game that have special properties that when you infuse them on your weapon, it gives that weapon those properties. And these properties usually come in the form of increased damage, decreased stamina consumption, HP regen, what else do they do? Rally potential, which means that you get more health when you trade hits. You get more health back when you trade hits. Stuff like that. Increased counter damage. Basically what my channel has all been about. Alright, so this is the Cathedral Ward, so I think this is a good place to stop, and we'll pick up here next time.